Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Linman?
Here.
Ingram?
Here.
Giramini?
Here.
Longgrave?
Here.
McCain?
Here.
Schwartz?
Here.
Brayford?
Here. Does anybody have any additions to the agenda?
No.
Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
Move. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of the minutes from February 27th meeting. Any changes?
From
February.
Oh, the February.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have no additional chairman reports. There is no public. Any new business? Okay. Continuing business, Easter Bunny Lunch. Molly, if you want. It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I think we're pretty well set. So do we know, are we going over Friday or no?
She says as of right now, there's nobody booked, but I'll have to call again.
Okay.
I'll let you know on Wednesday. So what we'll plan on 6 to set up.
Okay.
I just didn't know with you, because you guys will have to go over to the shed. You and Kathy and Mark, I think they want your help too. So I don't know when you want to go to the shed. If you can go
That's
anytime,
fine.
I don't care, but
Where's the key for it?
it's at my house.
Okay.
So Kathy knows, so she was gonna, when she
Okay.
got back,
All right.
discuss it. 'Cause I just didn't know if you wanted to schedule it.
Yeah, I'll text her. We'll figure out a time, but yeah, I'll plan on
With you having all the food, will 3 vehicles be enough with the stuff? I just was there.
Trip if need be.
Yeah, I think we should be fine.
Okay.
I'll go to
I mean, I
Penny.
can always stop by too, you
That's
know,
why I didn't know if
Okay.
you needed additional.
on the way there,
All right.
if you needed to.
All right. We should probably, my van can probably hold quite a bit. Put the seats down and put it in there. Should be all right. I'll stop at Penny, I'm grabbing all the water and chips and stuff. I'll stop there before,
Okay.
bring it right over. Because can we keep that at Richardson Center overnight?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
So
we'll plan on 6 at Richardson Center unless we hear from you otherwise.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
If for some reason we can't,
Yep.
how early do you think we need to be there on Saturday, if we had to?
I don't know, probably 9, you think?
I would say.
Yeah. Kathy's doing a lot of the,
Cutting?
yeah, and I'm going to offer to maybe just do the fruit the night before too. I'll have Kyle help me, and that way we're not even worrying about that Saturday. I don't want to be stressed about standing in there cutting fruit.
Did you send Kathy the recipe for the punch?
I couldn't find how many bottles I got, but I think 4 will be good.
Did you let her know? I didn't
No,
think
I'll
about it.
text
I know
her.
she's out of town, so, okay.
I'll text her,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just had the price. I guess I could probably look up the price and figure it out.
Okay. And then I'll pick up the sheets and the placemats, and then Wall Lake.
Same thing when people sign in, they
I
just
think so,
automatically
yeah.
get entered. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't think so.
I probably won't be able to come in Friday night for schoolwork, but I will be there 9 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, if we need to be there at 9. If we don't need to be, how early? Because we'll have to make coffee. Put them in
Do all
lunch.
the eggs outside.
Do you do that before people arrive, Mark? No?
The eggs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't take long.
We can if we can text you.
Yeah. We figure out. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe 10 or 10:30. I don't. Yeah.
Right. Because I was just at the shed. Do you remember, do we use any of your poles for the bunny or no?
No, well, what did you do for pictures last year?
We used the bench in the foyer, and then we decorated around that with the grass, which we're not doing this time.
Thank you.
But
And I'm
to
bringing the
save Mark's
flowers.
sanity. So we'll probably have a few of the stuffed I think we had like stuffed bunnies or stuffed chicks or something like that, maybe even stuffed eggs. No, we had some sort of stuffed animals
We
around
had,
it.
yeah, we
There
had
is
the
a bunny.
basket with the bunny.
Yeah, we had a basket that I
bunnies.
prepared. I can do that again. So we'll get that, and then I think we had something hanging behind it.
We had the,
We had the garland thingy that you made, Diane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
right.
So do you still have that, or?
It's in the, I don't have it, it's in the
I think it's in
unit.
storage.
Okay.
think it's
I don't
in
know if
total.
it got pulled. I didn't.
I mean, I don't have it at home, so
Yeah.
it must be in there.
And then there was like some.
But did we do the polls
We didn't
for
do
the
the
line or
polls.
anything?
No.
because
Okay.
you were kind of
You walked
wandering
around.
around.
I was wandering.
So they weren't really standing in line.
It's a lot quicker because there's no, what do you want for Christmas? And
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same thing.
I don't know. People see the Easter Bunny. Do they ever? What did the kids go up and ever ask? What? Do they talk to the Easter Bunny?
I don't know, that's the Easter Bunny.
One kid tried to, but I didn't talk because I don't think they're gonna take too kindly to like a 21-year-old guy just like, hello.
Funny language.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just sniff really
basket from one of
loudly.
your houses or something.
Yeah, I have that, I'll bring that, yeah.
I did not take a lot of pictures, so. But, yeah.
You said something about the pails when we had our meeting. The pastel pails. Did you have crayons? Did you have crayons sitting in them or something?
I think we
found
just,
some, but
I think we just scattered the crayons on the table.
Yeah, we
There's-
just scattered them.
Yeah.
We didn't use any sort of storage thing.
Okay.
No, and Kendra had gotten some nice centerpieces a few years ago. Some of them might include a pail, I'm not sure,
Oh,
but
okay.
otherwise, yeah. Yeah, I think we're good,
Okay.
just to scatter. Did we get more crayons?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Eastern Market.
Yeah, so the final votes, we had 53, 26 were yes, so 50% of the people that voted said yes. But I was looking back at our notes, and it looked like we need like 50 to sign up to break even.
Yeah.
I mean, not that
Sounds like-
everyone's,
Yeah.
I'm sure, saw the post, but I would probably like to see more than 26 saying yes, and 50%, you think?
And none of those, how many of the.
Yeah, are actually gonna show up.
Yeah, sure,
Right.
it sounds great. And
Right.
then when Bill comes
Yeah.
up, do they actually do it?
Yeah.
It's not ideal.
I mean, we aren't out money, right?
Right.
We go ahead
Big
and do it.
cancel 30 days.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that we would lose the deposit.
No, I think we have to cancel within 30 days if we don't have enough. Is how it works.
Yeah, we have up to 30 days before.
Okay, well,
I mean, we can put it out there. you know.
sorry.
It's a
Yeah.
bummer if we have to keep
I
canceling
think
it
that's
all
the one
the
thing that
I mean, well, I figure if
Canceled
this
it.
is it and we put it on, we promote it like, okay, you're 50% of you wanted this, you know, we need to
Yeah.
have a certain percentage. And we won't offer it again.
Excuse me.
Well, we could give it one last shot, but I don't know.
I think my only concern is we're already
Well, that's why I asked
into
last,
late March.
Yeah,
That's
but
why I
it's
asked-
snowing.
I know,
It's like
my point-
nobody's.
Yeah, but you got
thinking
to
about
give
Gotta
30
get-
days.
Are we going to get, if we have to
So we
cancel
have to
30 days
do-
prior,
Yeah.
which means we have to cancel in about 3 weeks. If we're gonna do
yeah,
it
that's
May
why I asked
15th.
last month if it was
So I
gonna
would be, my concern is we're not going to have, in 3 weeks, we're not going to get 50
Yeah.
people. If we want to
Yeah.
pursue it, maybe, if we wanted for next year, it would be one of those where we confirm it in January, we're posting at the beginning of March. We've got 6 weeks at least of lead, and that way, there's enough time for people really to engage, for us to push it,
Yeah.
and get that, try and squeeze 50 people.
Yeah,
That would just be
Yeah,
my
yeah.
position.
yeah, okay. So we just won't offer it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Bye-bye.
so we need a motion to cancel?
Yes, I think
do we-
so.
Well, we didn't spend any money on it, so, and we haven't scheduled it. So, but we can, yeah, why not?
Well, but there is a reservation for a bus that needs to be canceled? or-
No.
Oh, no, we haven't even made a reservation.
No, no.
Oh, I thought there was a reservation we needed to cancel.
No.
Okay, never
We
mind.
could cancel the event, I mean, we could.
I got you.
Or just table it.
Yeah, it's
So just table it,
for
right?
next
So
year.
if we table it, will automatically come on next year.
Yeah, well, we'll just, when we
Talk
talk about,
Revisit
won't take it
that
from the
again.
It'll just stay on the
I
table.
think we remember, I think one of us will remember it.
Yeah.
Okay. Spring garage sale.
It's, yeah, up from there. I mean, we did have somebody ask on Facebook about the garage sales today, so They're already interested in them.
Do we put that anywhere? Do we advertise it anywhere other than?
Online, on the
Internet,
village
social.
email, so it used to be in the old, I don't know if they still do it on Craigslist, if that's still done there. And then it just somehow magically always finds its way onto these, where garage sale people talk. They just scan for them or
Does
something.
it?
Yeah, I've heard people say, oh yeah, I found it on there. It's like, okay, so,
Well, at one point, they used to make a map.
they do,
Too,
they still
so
do.
they-
The
okay.
map, that's the key is getting it posted, people then call the village to get their address on the map. Tab or page will then highlight all those, have them available at the village, have it posted online. And so once that gets posted, we just
Do
share it.
they make a flyer for that or anything?
Yes,
Oh,
there'll be a
okay.
flyer made, there'll be a flyer, and we'll post that flyer.
Okay. All right. 5K, Diane.
I gotta meet with Jen tomorrow to see if we can have them sign up on the Run Sign Up website instead of going through the office upstairs, so. But other than that, everything's moving right along with it. Set to go.
Do you have a flyer made or anything yet? Oh, they have it?
After we figure out
Oh,
how to
okay.
do the payment, then they'll create the flyer. So that'll happen in the next few days.
And did you come up with anything about, I'm not thinking the right word, not endorsements, but like for businesses,
Sponsors?
sponsors?
For the 5K, no. I was thinking of that for the cornrows.
Well, you had said to get it on the back of the shirt.
Oh, yeah, I've got a few, but I got.
So is there did you figure out a set fee? Because
No.
if I bring it up to like Wallach School
Oh,
Spring to see if they.
I was thinking 100, well, I've been telling people $100,
Oh, okay.
so.
All right.
Yeah. And then I'll do task karate because they're going to be doing the warm-up. So,
How do they sponsor? Like, is there a form to fill out? Or it's just like, or
Check.
write a check to the
Put it in
village?
the
Yeah,
memo,
that's
put in-
what I do,
And then in
and
the
then
memo,
just-
you just put in, that's how we've done it for the corn roast most years, they just write in the memo,
Okay.
corn
Yeah.
roast fishing contest.
I don't have anything formal that
And
I
then-
give them.
That's how we credit it to that event.
Do they take a card?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like Kyle's work will donate, but I don't, like, he's not gonna probably, I don't know if like he'll write a personal check and then maybe
Oh.
get reimbursed. I'm just wondering if there's another way besides a check.
There must be, right?
Well, they could probably just pay through credit card up in the office.
Okay. All right.
I would think.
I'll ask.
When I go in tomorrow, I'll find out, because I'm
Okay.
going to talk to Jen tomorrow.
Okay.
Is there anything specifically you would want donated? Like if maybe the credit union doesn't want to be a sponsor, but they'll put so much money, or they'll buy candy for the kids, or.
Oh,
I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah,
different-
they could do that.
Yeah.
That would be, yeah, sure. You know, Kyle usually donates the water.
Yeah. I assume you're doing
Yeah.
the candy, whatever, yeah. Do we have to remake those, for the arch? Can you have an arch? Is there anything we have to redo?
Yeah, I'm going to have to hit up Julia and Michelle for that.
But we have the stands or whatever we need.
I got those back from Mitch.
Okay. I didn't know
Oh
if
my
we had
gosh,
to do it.
finally.
After 7 months.
After all years, I got them back from Mitch. And he didn't, nobody knew where they were.
No.
I think Andy finally found them.
Yeah, he's like, those are vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I think
Totally
Andy found them.
times they went down here.
Yeah.
Do you know how much?
But I did run into Mitch on St. Patty's Day up at the GI, so he's going to come and help out with the event.
Okay.
Whatever happened to Gabe? Was he like,
Let's figure it out. I'll talk with him. I'll find him. I'll text him.
yeah, I need Gabe.
I think he's working.
Yeah.
Do you know how much, in terms of budget and stuff?
Did we already?
I didn't bring anything because I came from work,
Okay.
so I didn't bring
We can do
anything.
it.
I have it in my file.
April.
In April, because as long as you don't need to write a check until like the day of.
No, because the check will go to the chip timing guy.
Because the village, because we'll have a council meeting in May, they can release it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll still do the snow cones and the popcorn.
You might need more of your bubble. Do you have to buy a bubble machine for you?
On snow cone? flavors and all that? This is the first
We
event
should
we'll be
probably,
using it at.
if we're there on, whenever we do the pickup thing,
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
look at
Is
it.
it,
All right.
is it there or is it here? I can't
It's all
remember.
there.
The juices?
All the syrups.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's all there.
It's in the shed or here?
There.
Oh, okay.
If it's not, we'll find out and then I'll go check here. But I think we were pretty low because we kind of drained the multiple choices and kind of went
Yes.
to like blue or red for the corn roast.
Yeah.
And then,
And we definitely need cups, because I had to
Yeah.
have Kyle bring over like solo cups
yeah.
to finish off. So we need like, the little
Yeah.
cones.
Yeah.
And probably the straws.
So should I order those, or does somebody else want to order those?
Maybe let's wait until we know
Yeah,
what we
we'll
need, and we can
okay.
just do
Do
it
a
all at
full
once.
thing.
We'll just do it
Okay.
on Amazon, right? I mean, they have all the
Usually
stuff we need.
Amazon is the
I think
place,
that-
unless we're going to do the big bottles, like then we can get it at Gordon's for
And
the
then,
syrup.
I mean, Kathy will know too.
But Kathy's been doing
Yeah.
that
She
for-
usually would.
Okay.
Kathy's one of the-
Yeah.
Might as well get enough to do the 5K, the corn
Tuesdays in
roast,
the
and then
park.
Tuesdays
Well,
in the
yeah,
park,
we need to
yeah.
get local- we need to get new popcorn more than likely because I'm guessing it's expired. So
Okay.
just get a big old box and we'll burn through that and hit the Tuesdays of the parks for sure.
All right.
Tuesdays in the park. Kathy told me, everything was submitted, we're just waiting for approval. See if we get the dates. Summer garage sale, anything new with that? You got a bunch of
Haven't
people
done
signed
spring
up
yet.
already?
Haven't done spring yet, so.
Fishing contest, Cody.
No update at this time. Probably gonna either talk with Mark or Gabe to get the contact information for the fishing shop here in town, and then either email or call him. Probably not now, but
Just
later.
walk in.
Yeah, walk in is
Easiest
best.
way. I think if he's not there, there's only two people who work there
Okay.
that I know of, and so it's either the owner or a guy who knows the drill. So,
Okay,
pretty
perfect.
safe.
Yeah.
Yep,
And you
then
can
I
put-
will be walking in with it in the next month.
You can put me down as a co-chair for that, since
Sure.
I've got the pontoon boat, and we'll go on my
Yes,
boat to do
thank
it,
you.
so.
I do not
That'd
own
be
a
great.
boat.
We're
That
already ahead.
complicates things a little bit.
Yeah, so, yeah, I've got nice Tahoe 22 that'll fit the bill for that.
Oh, that's
Perfect,
great.
thank you.
So,
Do we have, I know is it for specifically Wolverine Lake residents, the fishing contest?
No, you can't.
What, yeah, so do we promote that outside of, I don't know.
Well, we promoted at the bait shop, and that draws all,
Oh, okay.
that's a great place, because those are people who use our lake.
Yeah,
So they
okay.
know about it.
I just didn't know if there was other places.
There's probably other-
And there's, I saw when we had our meeting last week, there is some fishing prizes upstairs.
Yeah, I saw
They
that
didn't
too.
claim.
Yeah, apparently.
All
I
right.
don't know who's got their contact info.
It's too bad.
Do we know whose it belongs to?
Yeah, there's a name on it,
There's a name
but I don't
but I don't know
remember
if,
what it was. It said panfish, that's all I remember.
I don't have the winners or anything.
Maybe we'll work on that. I'll work on a way.
Try to get those prizes out before we have.
Yeah, to try and get
Yeah.
the prizes out, I'll figure out a way to,
Odd and a tackle box, so I don't know if they're
Yeah.
the same, but.
have to
They probably
do some
were.
investigative work to get the contact information. And that is all I have.
Okay. Corn roast.
No real updates since our meeting last week, but I did see the post, we were talking about the guy who does, like tumblers and the metal signs and things. He posted something on the Wolverine Lake page, so I commented and said, you should get a vendor spot, let me know. He messaged me right away. He's like, would
he
love
did?
to. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Gave me his email, so I sent that to Mark once we have the vendor application. He's like, would love to do that. So, so there's one. But if we, if I see other ones, we can just get the word out there. But I don't really have any other updates in the past couple days since we've
4
been
days.
together.
Well, that's a good one, though.
Yeah, that's a good one, yeah.
To do the deposit for the ponies, do we have to have a motion if it's under a certain
I
amount?
would just let Jen know
Okay.
and tell her,
Okay.
because we're not in that calendar year
Yeah.
budget for the 2024.
Yeah.
So there's a way that they can go around, like,
Oh, okay.
like when it was Mike, I would just say, hey,
Yeah.
He said there's a accounting,
Yeah, they make an accounting accrual for it,
and
and,
that he speaks finance.
A question about the cornhole tournament I'm looking at. Is it going to be a fundraiser, a pay-to-play? I mean, who decides on how much it costs to sign up, what the prizes are, what the budget for running cornhole boards are? I'm not quite sure how to, do I make a presentation to say this is what my tournament is going to cost, and then we review it and
I think so, yeah,
and
that-
critique it as far as
Yeah.
price goes?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, all right, just wasn't quite sure how that would be presented, and, because it's going to take some money, but we hope to get some money back.
Yeah.
So if we get more money back than what it cost, where does that extra money go?
It can go into the park and rec budget, just accrued as a benefit, like as income, or theoretically, we could probably donate it to something, another nonprofit or something like that, if we wanted to.
What about using it to cover the cost of
But
the
usually-
prizes?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually we
So is
just
that
use it
kind of
to-
how it could be just rolled
yeah,
right
try to
back
get
into
to break
the
even
Yeah.
budget?
for itself.
To break
Yeah.
even?
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Okay.
usually, they try to get the event to break
Okay.
even, and, yeah.
All right, and the ranges I'm finding for the fees go for $20 to $100 for each team to play, and the rental places seem to only have 4 or 5 pairs of boards available, so we might have to go to 2 or 3 different ones to get.
How much are the boards?
Well, one was 4 for $125, and then another one was, so it's, I mean, I've just looked at a couple so far, but they range from a $29 flat fee for setting up, tearing down, and delivery, plus $29 for each set. So, but again, they only have 4 sets.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a perfect price, but they only have 4 sets.
How many sets do you think we need? I'm just trying to think of
Yeah,
how,
it depends, because they said that typically, like if you're just doing a social one, this isn't competitive, so I'm just keeping it at the social level and, not making big prizes, so, but those people may come anyway that aren't professionals. What was your question?
like, how many do we think that we need to have at a time? I'm trying to think of how long the
Okay.
game is, what's the turnover?
There's different ways to play. You can play single elimination, the round robin, or the double elimination. Double elimination seems to give people the most games for their money and doesn't take as long as round robin. So it's kind of in the middle time-wise between the single elimination, but it lets them play more, 3 to 5 games usually. But they're saying 12, 6 to 12 lanes
Okay.
down there. So if we had 12, then it would go faster and we'd be allowed to have, you could have more people. Because you have 4 to 5 people per lane is what you, for a tournament. So is the average, how you average it out. There was a formula about that.
Okay.
But we could use get maybe 40 participants, which is 20 teams.
Do we want to do like a Facebook post, see, maybe that'll give us an idea.
Kind of
Oh,
interest.
like all of
Yeah.
a sudden, if you just like, oh, we have this, and then maybe we'll say, oh, do we need to get a dozen boards or pairs, or can we do, and then we would have a better idea of,
Would you think less or would you think more?
that's,
I mean,
I'm kind of
your
curious.
guess.
Yeah, I think we could get a big response.
I think
maybe.
we'll get a big response. I think people would like that. A lot of, like, this is especially if you say this is a pickleball, well,
That would also be
a
very popular.
cornhole contest, like an adult cornhole competition.
Yeah.
And make sure you emphasize that this is for adults and that there would be prizes
Okay.
and things like that, and maybe we can get a better idea. And that will get kind of maybe guide us on some of the things that we would like to have in it and so forth.
And then like $5 a buy-in per player, you think, or,
That's really inexpensive as to compared to what they're charging.
but I guess it depends if you want to
Typically,
give big
yeah.
prizes or not.
Right. And the better the prize is, the more draw you're going to have.
Yeah, 20 or 30 per team doesn't sound that terrible.
Oh, per team,
Yeah, and that's
Per
what
team?
I was
That's
Yeah, so 20,
I would say
20 per
10
team.
ahead, yeah.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be
20
good.
or 30?
If you get 40 people participating, it's $800.
Yeah.
It's like, $400. It's not bad.
Is
Yeah,
this like on a weekly basis, or?
No, just for the
This is
Just that
corn roast.
day.
This is for the corn roast.
Oh, for the
But-
corn roast.
right,
Oh,
and
okay.
The boards are rented 4 hours
I know,
at a
that's what
time.
I'm like thinking, like, oh my God, is this gonna be every
So how long,
week?
so you said something about,
We're signing up to be the refs.
how long
Yes,
does
we're
a,
gonna need refs.
how long does a cornhole game, a game, normally last?
10 minutes or so, yeah.
Yeah,
She said
I
you
hadn't
don't-
found any information
Depending on
about the length of
sobriety.
time, because it also depends on,
Yeah.
other things that you're doing with it, because of
Right.
course you can add 50/50 and all kinds of things to, that you can even pay a company to come in and run it for you, to where they have the referees, they have the electronic tablets, where they have displays where they put who's in the lead. I mean, that's, yeah.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
That
fun?
would be
They're in
fun.
Massachusetts, that's why.
Oh.
So it's just like $29 a mile outside their area. But,
Oh.
so that won't be
We might
us.
need to charge $100.
We might. But that sounded like fun
The corn
because
roast budget for next
they
year.
played music and, they provided their own referees. They did the summary or went over the rules because, so that was my other question. Can it start before the actual corn roast event? Do you want to condense it into 4 hours? And so I will find out information about how many people can play in 4 hours would be the start of how many corn.
Yeah. Even,
I wouldn't want to
or
start it
even,
before it's
Because we're
early
running
enough.
around.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's see,
how,
yeah.
I would even say like 3
If we
hours.
could start it, if we could get it, like, it's like a 12:30 to 4:30 kind of thing, because then we could announce the winners at the last 40, the last
Yeah.
half hour.
12:30 to
corn roast kind of
4:30?
thing, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
maybe that's the way to do it, and maybe you have them, depending on, the more boards you have, the faster it goes, the more you can absorb, the more you can provide breaks and things like that, or whatever, because somebody might get winded, I guess.
to make them play too
Needs a
fast?
beer break kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see
To
that.
re-energize.
So when you
rehydrate.
said 3 to 5, what did you say, 3 to 5 games? Or-
3 to 5 hours is the rental for the boards. 3 to 4 hours, I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
3
the
to 4
different kind
hours.
of, the different kind of tournaments, did you say like?
Yeah,
three-
double-
The double elimination, you said.
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
there's 3
to
different
5
ways to
games.
play.
Oh.
Yeah. And so that was a single elimination. You play once,
Yeah, you're done.
as soon as you lose, you're done.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's very fast. But
Yeah, I just-
that's typically a lot less expensive too, but you get a lot of people that way, but you get eliminated after one game and you're done.
Yeah, I like at least the double elimination.
Yeah.
You want to get your money's
Yeah.
worth. And
Yeah.
if you do that,
Okay,
you'll-
I'll find out the timing for how many teams in the double
Or something
elimination.
like that.
I could find the timing for you. If you get me the information, I can write a program that will, that'll bootstrap from a normal distribution, and it'll figure out the time for you, the average time, if you want me to do that.
Okay, then the other thing might be, can you write a program to scramble the teams so that there's a
Oh, yeah.
schedule for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Cody, you're my technical advisor.
You're taking the village from the 20th century. Come on in here.
Can we have the money at the cornhole tournament there?
With the bunny?
I don't know, I just, it's you.
Is
No, I don't know how to program a robot.
Is there a true renaissance man?
No, not,
You like
not that
stand
type
in the
of program.
middle so that
No,
they can't
not that,
throw?
not that type of programming. Different programming. Data science programming. That's the stuff I'm.
Yeah, so I listed all of the restrictions and measurements and things like that, and so it shouldn't be a problem to go out there and spray that area. Gave you actual dimensions, how to figure out 12, 14, 18 sets. And so we just need to find a place in the park that won't interfere with any of the other activities and probably a little farther away than maybe some of the others or closer together. Do you ever draw up like a diagram of things for the corn roast?
Yeah.
Or
We're
is it
like-
just-
We're usually like condensed in that area, yeah.
Okay.
You drew it up on the whiteboard.
Yeah,
No, not like that.
That's a little helpful.
Yeah, no,
But it wasn't-
usually like when it gets closer.
Picasso.
We
Like-
take a trip out there. and-
Yeah, we take a
Yes.
trip out there
Okay.
like June, July-ish. I
Because
think.
that's enough time, because we won't be taking reservations until,
Oh, yeah.
Well, because we don't know,
August,
because
right?
if everything's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
that's fine.
It'll
We'll
probably be at
probably
the
do
other
that.
end, I would guess. That's the only
But you would have to be able to.
thing that really
There's
makes
so much
sense.
space,
Yeah.
the soccer field and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge amount of space.
what if no one's on the basketball courts doing anything? Can you
Sure.
be playing on the pavement?
Yep, as they said, pavement, dirt, grass, it does
You
beach.
know?
Yeah.
Just depending on the
People can
construction
watch,
going
right?
on, if we
Right.
need
Yeah.
that instead of grass area, we could do that too.
Sure.
So,
Yep. Okay.
Can we do the park walkthrough?
Yeah, we
Like in
usually do
May?
that in May, but
Like
it's
in-
usually always
In
cold.
May.
That's why, well, usually we do it in
Rainy.
April, that's why I
Oh,
said.
yeah,
So if we
right,
push it to
maybe that's
May.
what it is, because it's always freezing,
Quite so.
So do
or
we-
raining, or...
When do you just, you schedule, do we need to schedule that?
We can schedule it in April if we want, when we kind of have a better idea of how the weather's looking and all that.
Oh, okay.
Schedules.
Okay. Nothing else?
should we schedule another cornrows meeting for April, maybe? Or you think we're good until like May? I don't know what else
we're
we,
okay.
I think we're all right.
I feel like, okay.
Now that we kind of got, everybody's got their assignments and
Yeah.
everything
Yeah,
else, we have done a
perfect.
lot of things, we figured out some of the new stuff that we're gonna add and.
Okay.
Did we release funds for that?
The corners?
Yeah, because I can order the sand art stuff ahead of time.
Because usually we don't release it till.
Well, I'm just saying, if they have a sale or something, I can,
Well, you just have to allocate it or whatever you said, because it's not till
I would
next.
talk,
Yeah, we need
Budget.
to
Okay.
wait until the next fiscal.
technically speaking, we have.
well, she can
months to-
order, I mean,
Yeah, Jen.
Yeah.
She could order it. I could just give her the website and she could, which is easier on me anyway.
But that technically comes out of the budget that starts July 1st,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Well, July's still good.
Because the other fiscal year
Usually I
runs
can
from July
get
to
them in
June.
about, they usually come in a week.
Yeah, but if you see them and they're on sale and you're gonna
Well, right,
say,
that's what I mean. I kind of watch that. They send me,
I would just hit Jen if
emails.
that happens in general, because she's got discretion to
Okay.
purchase anything under 2,500, she can
Oh,
just do it
okay.
herself. Or Dave can.
because you have to order that this year. And all the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll have to check our paint supplies too.
oh, for, yeah.
I think, who knows, we used a lot of paint at the corners, and then we use the materials in the park and things like that, so.
Yeah, we should do inventory when we go. Probably not Friday. It's probably not a
No.
good day to do inventory,
And
but
it's probably.
we could probably do that
in.
pick another day and do
Yeah.
some inventory.
Yep.
Holiday decorating. I was gonna say, if you guys wanna come up with categories, I'm fine, it doesn't matter to me. And
You're doing a fine job.
Well, I thought we wanted to fine tune it or something.
I do think some of
Yeah.
them were just a little, they like overlap.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Christmas one, we were a little confused on, I thought.
Yeah, but I like that we're doing different categories
Yeah.
now.
Just name it a different category.
You know, like
More
describe
name
it better.
Yeah.
I think we did it at the
Tighter criteria.
cornrows, and I just took whatever we did, decided on. So, but I will not be here in April, so if you gonna bring me those, I mean,
We're good, we have time.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
snacks with Santa.
We got plenty of time. No, absolutely not.
Now for his workshop.
Who has, does somebody have a summary of that event like
Yeah.
Molly does of,
I have one.
you have
Oh,
one?
I
Oh,
know.
of snacks?
No, I do have one, that I got for that, that Maggie made. Not really Maggie, I'll send it out.
That's
Okay.
just got
Thanks.
a flow chart. Totally different than my flow
And then what I'll
chart.
do is.
Yeah,
I'll make
I
a-
didn't attend that one, so
I'll also make a Google thing and put them all on there.
Yeah.
You guys can all just access it.
You got your letters ready for Santa?
Santa's ready for the letters.
Any additional events that anybody would like to see, or, because I know you guys are new, so I don't know if there's anything that you would like to see added.
Sailboat race, I'd probably win that one. I'm the only sailboat out there.
Maybe you could start a sailboat club,
Yeah, there you go.
and then you could get more sailboats.
Is there anything to be, to pick up the community,
Oh, you were gonna have that little
Oh,
Stand.
community exchange.
stand.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Thank
What
you
is
for
that?
reminding me. What did you call it?
Community exchange.
The community exchange. Oh, I forgot about that.
It's sort of like a, like the little lending libraries, but it was gonna be more of a
like
Everything else.
plants, or if you had, like extra tomatoes from your garden and
Oh, okay.
They have them like a lot of places, actually. I totally forgot about that. I gotta hit up Tom and Carrie to build that. Because they said they would. They were gonna get a price for me. Thank you for reminding me. You reminded me. You did. Yeah, okay. I'll put it on my list of things. I need to start that because if people are planting flowers in May, right? You want to have that ready by then.
is there any legalities with that doing it? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if you can do a Lenning library, I don't know why you can't do that, so.
Well, I
just
mean,
be
like,
placed
if you have
on-
I mean, you can always, it's
Well, I
always,
want to
didn't
put
know
it
if that-
right down
Right,
here.
but it's not
in the end
prepared
of
or
the-
anything, so it's not
right,
like
I
you
got a
need a
spot
kitchen
already
license,
for
right?
it.
No,
Save
but
the
I'm like,
parking lot?
well, say like I make a
this
bunch of
wasn't quite that, it was one of those honor system things.
Banana
Yeah.
bread, I said,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
this is
exactly. Yeah,
At your own risk, right?
It's free.
And so
Brad has-
Yeah, I agree.
held anything with the village or liable.
Somewhere, I didn't take
Which
your
I could
list.
put
Stuff
my
on
name and address on it.
Oh, yeah.
So they know who made it, but.
Yeah, look how simple that is. Send
So
that
where
to
would
me,
this
'cause
stand
we
be
need to
at?
build
Here
something
somewhere
as simple
on
as
these
that.
I don't know,
grounds?
we talked
or-
about
It's just
at
a
Claire Mill,
buying
shelves.
but I think it should be here.
Putting a little.
Diane was
Because
just
when you see somebody,
They're talking about where you want it.
Oh,
I've seen them in Ann Arbor at a house. To where
where
they're-
would we have it?
Not my
Did we
house.
ever discuss it?
at the end, like down at the end of
Yeah.
this parking lot.
Okay, so just open all
So
the
that
time.
they can-
not-
This is an
not
honor,
like
this is
a-
like one of
could
those
be
honor
seen,
system
but-
ones. This is not.
Okay, right, it would be seen, you'd be driving by the cameras. I like that
This is from
idea.
downtown Brighton.
I like that idea.
Yep.
so-
And there's no need for
With the design.
refrigeration or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's like if we could just have doors on it so that, raccoons don't get in.
I don't know, we're gonna have doors on it, but
Oh,
I know, I was wondering who would monitor every once in a while, like if someone put fresh tomatoes out for someone,
Yeah.
or, things like that,
There are cameras.
that
we
they
can
don't
take
start
turns.
getting.
Well, you
like-
just mean like, okay, the
Like
tomatoes
every
are
couple
spoiled
weeks
and
I'll do
people-
it.
Just,
Every
yeah,
couple weeks
when you
can
put
do
pumpkins
it.
and then, an animal does come and eat the
Uh-huh.
pumpkin and then
If
it's
in the
sitting there.
village, if it's in
Where,
a pier,
Yeah, what?
I can do that
Okay.
pretty easily.
Yeah, I think we're all close.
I don't know. Could you imagine somebody puts a mattress there? and-
no.
Oh,
no.
I just imagine,
kind of exchange.
you know how they have those charity things and
No.
stuff sitting outside of it?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will put out a nice bottle of scotch.
Yeah,
Best exchange ever.
Oh, that'd be
right.
fun.
we know who would be grabbing that. Nothing smart.
Veterans memorials, I don't know if we have any, do we have anything new?
We'll be meeting in April to get going on all those kinds of things.
Well, this is for these are for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
But
Those are
ours
the honor
wouldn't be, it
system
would
ones.
just be
There's nobody monitoring it though.
just the honor system.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna charge for
Yeah,
it.
it's all free.
But I just thought the design was kind of what you were thinking of.
Yeah, the design is perfect.
Simple.
It's simple and really simple. It's just like,
We don't have, I mean, I know we don't have a date set. Do you have any idea when?
I think early April, so probably next couple weeks. Not sure when. But yeah, parking's, it looks good. Yeah, it's good.
Armenia, is there anything?
It still exists. I did drive by it after we talked about it. After the fighting, all the weather and stuff, it's still there. So.
after the fire. That's great.
Still trees there? Did they?
There's still a tree, there's still a park, there's still some random stuff that people love there. There's still a slide, so.
Anything new with Claire Miller from last week?
Jason did submit the document that was required with the recommendations and everything else. He has said, informed Dave that chances are they'll review it, they will send it back with a couple of areas concerned that will need to be addressed. But that's almost always how it works. So now we're just kind of waiting and seeing. But Dave submitted it on Friday. So it was just submitted to our representative person with the DNR.
I don't,
Michigan Natural Resources Trust Fund.
I don't think it was in the design of the park, but, because when I drove in today, you know how we have that display, written all over?
Yeah,
Was-
that's not in there. That's more, we could probably try and find, I keep thinking.
Well, that's why I wonder if we put it on Facebook and say, but I didn't know if there was See if somebody would want to build one.
Oh, I would keep like thinking if we could find an Eagle Scout project, that'd be like a great Eagle. Like I thought I talked to one of the kids briefly after the cornroast when I was signing. I said, if you want an Eagle Scout project, build me that.
Yeah.
Build us that. He's like, he was hoping he would contact Dave.
Yeah.
He may find something else.
But that's probably something we don't want until after the parks.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
if somebody wants to do it now, I'd be perfectly happy.
Are you just talking about the thing that we
The
put
display
flyers in?
sign.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
ready to
It's
fall
starting to
over.
rot.
Yeah, okay.
Do we have anything about the, there wasn't anything else with
With the
the park,
playground,
right?
no.
Other than what happened about the design? You were saying,
It's all he completed
Oh,
and
okay,
submitted what
completed.
Jason Coolin was required at this, in time, so we're still on pace, which is also important.
Pickleball feasibility.
I have been emailing with Dana, so he did get the details from the Richardson. Their project was a significantly more than just that. So,
Yeah.
but it does give you some ideas of pricing and all, everything else, and he stays looking at other possibilities. Seeing if he can start to talk to some of the people he knows for potential sponsorships and things of that nature. So, really, those haven't been used yet, so accomplishments.
Probably not.
Liaison reports, planning.
Yeah, we haven't met since we met before. Our meeting's Thursday,
Okay.
so nothing really a whole lot more to report. We will be continuing our discussion on the above-ground pools and hot tubs and that kind of thing, and how we're going to separate those and what we may need to do from an ordinance standpoint on those, to basically to allow people to have a hot tub in their lakefront yard. So, 'cause technically, those are not allowed. They're considered an above-ground pool, and you're not supposed to have one. And there's quite a few around the lake. And the general feeling is people should be able to have them, especially up on their deck or patio, near the house. They're an accessory structure, so they can't go within 20 feet of the lake. But but those are main things we'll be talking about on Thursday.
It'll be interesting to see how that unfolds.
Especially
It's been a topic, it's been a hot topic for a while, hasn't it?
especially as council's talking about that 20-foot rule and stuff, and what can be there or not, so
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff's in motion.
Do you have a lot of people that come to your meetings?
No. very
Because I was
rarely.
figuring maybe with hot tubs people would show up, but
And then I guess the other thing we've done significantly recently is we've created a new zoning, a mixed-use zoning for where the Glengarry is, and about, I think it's 4 properties on either side of that. Since the Glengarry Inn was a non-conforming use as it was zoned, and then we have residential properties and commercial properties all kind of interspersed, so the multi-use basically allows people to do the uses for residential, commercial, or office within that, and makes Glengarry now conforming again. It had been non-conforming for decades, and it'll give people flexibility on how some of those other parcels around there could be used going forward. That's all I got for planning.
council liaison?
Yep. Met on the 8th, had a discussion about backyard fowl, so chickens and ducks. To a member of the public who came out. So we are discussing it. We're actually having the attorney look into some things about where it would apply within our ordinances, because it could, depending on what our current law, rules are and where they're located, affects whether it goes to zoning, planning, or just straight to council and things like that. So that might be a possibility in the future for people. If,
Now, would it matter if it's in the backyard?
yeah, that
Well,
would definitely be a backyard.
On the lake, I
but
meant.
the lake back.
Yeah.
That would
yeah,
definitely not, I think,
that could
I
be an
don't
issue.
think we would have many I don't think we would be approving lakefront
Yeah,
chicken.
I don't think so either.
That's-
Because they need a coop, so
Call me
you
crazy.
can't have an accessory structure out there.
Could you imagine that? Oh, look at that, there's just chickens everywhere. You have ducks sneaking in, like normal ducks that can fly, sneaking into the flightless ducks' pens and trying to lay eggs or something. Could be an interesting show. We appointed Jim Sparks to the Water Management Board. He's really well qualified, so it looks like he'll be a great addition. Paid for some work that was done over on Marchar. We hired 2 new Marine Patrol officers, David Juzek and Robert Rocco Sisha. So they'll be part-time Marine officers. They will not be, so rather, it's not that we're actually going to have more officers on the lake at the same time, but rather we have now relief for Officer Grunwald, who was working a ton of hours last year and the year prior. And so now we'll be able to rotate them, and Steve will have some actual weekends for himself and his wife rather than being on the lake. We bought a new boat lift for the police boat. The old one got a bit gnarled in the storm last year, so it was, to repair it would have cost quite a bit, so we went with a new one. Bought some new computers for the police department, did some amendments to intergovernmental relationships with Wixom regarding police records and lockup, because they do that stuff for us. So if you ever get arrested, you may be going to Wixom.
Not all they can.
Don't look at
We
me
don't.
when you say that.
For some reason I did. Freudian, there's a Freudian slip there.
We heard what happened at GI.
But
You were
we
there.
we extended our agreement for the boat wash station, so we're going to continue with that with the DNR. Get approval for that to extend. It was done about 10 years ago. Released funds for the bunny launch. Had a second reading for an ordinance regarding discharges from homes, like from sump pumps and the like, so that you can't discharge into your neighbor's yard, basically, especially if it's going to cause problems. Had a first reading to amend open burning and things like that to comport with the regulations that were established by Commerce, so that we're going to be in line with them. So whether you're in a structured burning or you're just doing a bonfire, just modifying those to comply with what the fire department basically has. We modified compensation for the village administrator to just annual raise. Went into closed session, and then, our officer, Skotsky, had her baby, so that was really cool. Mom and daughter are both healthy and doing well, so, that's about it.
Question, we don't have you can't burn like your leaves open, don't
No,
we?
this is more, you can't burn your leaves,
Yeah.
you can't burn anything other than seasoned firewood, period, but you can't burn the stuff that fell from the storm either, or anything like that,
Okay.
That's firewood.
seasoned, so, there's keywords there.
Well, but if it broke off, if it was rotten and it fell off the tree, it's probably
Because it is.
seasoned.
I agree, but if, I'll just,
I have
you
a
know,
whole stack in my
when somebody,
yard of
if one of our
seasoned
officers
firewood from
approaches
them.
you, you can have that discussion.
Look at it, it's rotten. Look how the buttons come out of it.
No one here from...
Plenty of people that burn it. I just know that.
It's not.
I'm not,
You just-
I'm not
you just have to
saying
be-
any names,
you
and it's
just-
not me. When the smoke's come billowing into your house, you're like,
Oh, there's a difference, you can tell the difference.
serious? Oh my gosh.
I know our representative for Commerce Parks and Rec isn't here. Have you, anybody read up on it?
Who is it now? I don't know.
Laura, is it?
Yeah, I think it was once she came up.
Any comments from board members?
Does she actually go to those meetings, do you know? Do
She
we know?
must.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Check.
I'm just curious if she actually
It's
even
a
goes.
meeting, I assume she goes.
Well, I don't know, it doesn't.
They don't get
They
paid.
have, they do,
Or do they get paid if they don't go?
no,
Oh, okay.
you get paid for appearance. But I think she's been going, so. But there just may not be anything between us and them that's been going on.
Any comments from board members?
Is there anything that we do jointly with Commerce as far as Parks and Rec?
Not really,
No, okay.
not that I've heard of. I mean, every now and then there will be discussions of, there was at one point they were talking about doing a Frisbee golf thing, and they were going to use both Hickory Glen Park and Clara Miller for it. And that was just early discussion, but then that kind of just fell off. But the paths, that's usually where, if there's any kind of exchange, that'll occur, is for the walking paths and things like that.
Okay.
Is there anything new about, like, the walkway around Decker and South Commerce there on the S-curve? For
impossible.
connecting the paths, I mean.
It is it's routine, it's discussed yearly. It's one of, the problem is you would have to incorporate the village, probably Commerce, probably Wallbank, Oakland County.
I mean, that really should be a
really-
top priority, really. It
The
gets
feasibility studies it's theoretically doable, but is it cost effective?
But yeah, because that corner with the guardrail, and then it just drops right off.
Yeah,
very
because I've walked
dangerous.
it.
It
and I've
shouldn't
done-
be a high
Because when you're
priority, I
walking, you're
think.
constantly doing this, crossing the street to get to
Yeah.
someplace where you're not going to be around the edge. And it's just one of those that's really hard to do because you have multiple municipalities and entities with some degree of authority on it. And coming together, doing something where people are willing to put the money into it is really difficult. Because when you guys had the gas station proposal, they were talking about putting in a sidewalk there, and you're kind of scratching your head, sidewalk to where?
Yeah.
Sidewalk to
Because you
nowhere.
get the guardrail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that's prevented the village from being that truly walkable village. They walk the entire perimeter of it and everything else has been that section. It's just so tight.
Who did the study? Did we do a
The
study?
state, Oakland County maybe?
Oh, yeah?
It was something done, I know, if you want, the person who probably knows the most about it is probably Chief Ellsworth or our village engineer. But I can check with him and see.
I'm just curious, because to me, should be a priority, I would think, because it's such a dangerous
Yeah.
area, and people do ride
Yeah, ride my
their
bike
bikes
down
and
there.
walk there. I mean, something's going to happen. And it's not going to be pretty. And it would be, people would use it more.
I think you're on the pathway committee. I am.
I am?
I don't know. We could
That
get
was
together.
forever
Yeah,
ago.
you-
Then it
you
just kind of
originally, yeah,
exists.
when
Yeah,
we
but
would go
that
through it,
fizzled
yeah.
right
It
out.
still exists.
They've never had any meetings.
I know.
It's like,
Do
okay,
you-
we're not having any meetings.
Would you like us to have, would you like to, we could do a meeting, and we can try and reinitiate
You
some
want
of
to
these
do a
things.
meeting?
I don't mind.
Okay, well, let me know when you want to do it.
Well, I'll check with Dave.
Okay,
I'll find
check
out
with
who's
Dave.
on the committee, and then.
Because wasn't
I'll
it
email who's-
wasn't it some different
There are
cities
two,
too?
there are two different committees about, there's a pathway committee, there is another one, well, that I think kind of faded out once the trail was put in through Commerce and all of that was all part of that. So, yeah, I'll talk to, we'll see, we'll try and
Yeah,
find
if
something.
we can
and see if
react.
we can-
I think it would be cool to
and
be
at
able to do
least
something
scratch
there.
the surface of it and get an idea of what would actually need to be done, what parties do we need to get involved with, and at least start,
Yeah,
kind of ringing the bell.
I mean, having a crosswalk
Mhm.
there, I mean, I think it would be really important for that area. Okay, well, let me know.
Any comments from board members?
I'm done.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm done.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Always fun. All in favor?
Aye.
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 And you-